we have to see the lesson An Excellent Father, written by Jane Austen, on page number 12 of the textbook English. A few lines about Jane Austen. Jane Austen, 1775 to 1817, was born at Staventon in Hampshire, where she spent 26 years of her life. She was the seventh of eight children born to her parents. Jane wrote for the pleasure of writing and with little hope of publication. However, she believed that an artist cannot do anything solely. Her major works include Pride and Prejudice or Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, Mansfield Park, Emma and Northanger Abbey. Now the central idea is written here in red. This extract has been taken from Jane Austen's famous novel Pride and Prejudice. Netherfield Park is vacant for a long time. Netherfield Park is a house put on rent or is vacant for a long time. At last, a rich young gentleman, Mr. Bingley, decides to take the place. When Mr. Bennet comes to know of it, when Mrs. Bennet comes to know of it, she is extremely delighted because she hopes that Mr. Bingley might marry one of her daughters. Mr. Bingley's being single makes Mrs. Bennet all the more particular about it. She wants Mr. Bennet not to miss such a acquaintance for the sake of their daughters. She has an apprehension that some other mother will, with an eligible daughter, would exploit such a golden opportunity. Now, the body of the lesson. My dear Mr. Bennet, said Mrs. Bennet one day, have you heard that Netherfield Park is let at last? Let at last means hired at last, put on rent at last. Mr. Bennet replied that he had not. But it is, she said, for Mrs. Long is a character. Mrs. Long has just been here, and she told me all about it. Mr. Bennet made no answer. Do you want to know who has taken it? Cried his wife impatiently. बेताबी के साथ. You want to tell me, and I have no objection to hearing it. अगर तुम कहना चाहती हो तो मैं सुनूंगा, मुझे कोई ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं. This was invitation enough. Why, my dear, you must know, Mrs. Long says that Netherfield Park is taken by a young man of large fortune from the north of England. He came on Monday to see the place and was such delighted with it that he agreed to take it. So, what is his name? Bingley. He is married or single? Oh, single, my dear, to be sure. A single man of large fortune, 4,000 or 5,000 a year. 4-5 हज़ार रुपये साल भर कमाने वाला उस ज़माने में काफ़ी होता था. What a fine thing for our girls. How? Conversation between husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Bennett, the father of daughters. My dear, uh, Bennett, replied his wife, how can you be so tiresome? You must know that I am thinking of him marrying one of them. मैं चाहती हूँ ये इनमें से किसी एक के साथ शादी कर ले. Design nonsense. How can you talk so? But it's very likely that he may fall in love with one of them, and you must visit him as soon as he comes. तुम्हें जाना चाहिए उसके पास जल्दी से जल्दी. Okay, आज इतना ही. Thank you.